Hello and welcome back to EU4. We looks like the Crimeans have stopped there, so I'm going to try to get up there and deal with their army. These guys pretty much are dealing with that stuff, so I think I'm going to go siege down those two extra provinces. Probably send you there and you there just so they get there around the same time. Siege down those two provinces. They should win this and go to the fort. And then there's just a level 1 capital fort there, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. And this front's kind of secured, so we can start heading up north and trying to deal with all this nonsense that's going on. And that's unfortunate that they're going to meet up. Hopefully they'll go off on their separate ways when we get up there. I would rather not fight them all at once. I would rather turn this down to speed 2 while we're actually moving so I don't miss something. Alright. We're not going to get a fight with you because you're going that way. They are joining forces here, unfortunately. Oh, wait. No. Can we stop? No, we can't stop. Damn it. That's not a very favorable battle. We're going to be there on the 23rd. We'll reinforce pretty quick, but that's not very favorable. It's like pretty long odds there. More than 2 to 1. Alright, so the fort is getting sieged. What kind of fort do you have? Just a capital fort? Send somebody down there to deal with that when we have the manpower available. Get them out of the war too. Yeah, they're doing pretty good actually, considering. When do we get our tech level? That's what I want to know. Because that's going to ratchet things out. I think next month, yep. It's going to ratchet things up here a little bit. I cannot get anybody there. So I think these guys need to just start going north so we can meet back up. Let these guys handle the south from now on because it's more or less under control. That was a pretty good fight. Where are you going to? Off that way somewhere. Let's go deal with these Uzbek people. And I'm gonna send the army up in like 2 different fronts. We'll meet up right there and wait for everybody to be ready. Why does our war score suck so bad? Oh yeah, those 2 forts fell. And they probably have a lot of forts, don't they? Well, maybe not. Excuse me? What do you think you're doing here? I mean, that's just kind of silly. It's like one random province. I'm just gonna come steamroll you, and then my little 2-stack is gonna liberate it. Those forts are gonna be more of a pain in the butt. It'll take a lot longer. Wish those had not happened. Which is why it is important that we prevent another one. And I think these guys are still 6, so... Oh, wait. This is not good. They are reconfigure. Are they running away? What are they doing? They broke off and then went back. That's kind of strange. Keep an eye on that. Alright, the siege is going okay down there. What did I set the war goal to? Answer. Okay, so that is under control. Not really in question. And see if we can get a good fight against these guys done. I would really prefer to not have to march too far to the east and use up a bunch of manpower on attrition and pointless fights with these guys retreating every 5 seconds, but we shall see what they decide to do. It looks like that's going to go our way pretty favorably there. And we killed a lot of their troops. That tech advantage helped a lot. Holy crap, man. It's a lot of dead dudes. Alright, well, let's go ahead. Since we don't take attrition sieging our own forts, send these guys down to start taking them back while we're waiting for some victories down there still. Did they... Yeah, they have... I think they're slightly trapped. No, they're not trapped. They can leave at any time. But hopefully that siege will be completed in a moment, and then they will just get stack wiped by that, and the whole south will be secure except for this stupid little country. Oh, this terra incognita is so annoying, but I think we can see a lot of Uzbek at least, so it's not as bad as it has been because we've kind of explored a little bit, I guess, or somebody discovered it. I don't know how exactly did that. Genoa set Corsica is there, or Corsica. I keep calling Corsica. They're not Corsica. They're Cursacia. I don't know. Whoever they are, they're all right in my book for now. Those guys are probably retreating pretty far away. It's going to be a while till we get reinforced enough that that siege will actually start doing anything. Unfortunately. Kind of want to keep an eye on where those guys are. There's another army somewhere afield here still. The war score will improve dramatically if we can get these forts back, though. So I'm hoping we don't have to detach the army. Like I said, we can just kind of leave the whole army parked there, so we don't have to split it up, because we're not going to get attrition on our own forts, which is nice. And these guys will eventually tick up to be able to siege. They're just going to be sitting somewhere waiting to reinforce anyway, so might as well be there, I suppose. It's a big area to try to keep track of. Just have to pause every once in a while and look at the whole front to make sure we're not missing something. I wonder if there's any good military guy we could take, because our money situation is not that bad. I should have taken war tax. I probably should have taken war taxes. Why is my my military point so low? I guess I did buy a general before we started, but I didn't realize it was so low. Those forts have been sieged recently, so they shouldn't have a chance to build up too much of a morale and stuff. That fort's about to fall. That didn't sound good. Okay, truce expired, truce expired. That's fine, I don't care. That noise is always scary to me. It sounds like something very bad happened, but it's not bad, it's just a thing. That's not good. There's officially bad stuff occurring over here. I don't really want to abandon the siege fully, but I don't want to leave a whole... How many guys do I have to leave behind to do this? I mean, it's... Let's just leave 2 behind to keep the siege go, like, the progress, and try to go intercept these guys. Keep it... Oh, that's getting to be a lot of guys. Let's have you all go down and wait there. It's kind of a worrying number of guys. Let's actually try to maneuver you so you can reinforce if we encounter. We do have a tech advantage on some of these troops, but, well, we do on Crimea too. It's just less of an advantage. Where are these guys going? We don't want to get caught by them, so let's just wait down here. Which province are they going into? Yeah, they're going to the same one we are. We're just going to be slow getting there. Rough going, man. Their fort's going to fall. This is taking a lot longer than I would like. We might actually catch the back army and the Crimeans will get away. That would be nice. Let's see. They're going to be there on the 22nd. Yeah, I think that might happen. Which is not bad because we can probably kick the hell out of this one. Oh, we caught them both. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't. The Crimeans are helping this out quite a bit. Where are your troops? Your troops are helping over here. Okay, that's actually good because that's plenty of guys to be covering that. We can get these guys freed up to go do something more useful. I'm going to lose this fight. Yeah, I wrote a 0. They got a 9, a 2, and a 2. An 8 and a 4. Okay, we barely won, so they're going to go retreat far away again. So we're just going to sit there and wait till we feel better. That was rough. And you guys can probably go try to help with that. Damn it. They're being annoying. Those provinces don't really matter, but it's still annoying. Alright, they have a tiny little army trying to come down here and do something. I don't know what they're thinking, but let's start looking at the possibilities for peace here. Definitely get that for our friend. Take that, take that, take... Why can I not core that? Because these guys have this. Will they? They will probably not transfer that, even though they should. That's moderately annoying. They really should transfer that to me. Is there no way to ask them to do that? I don't think there is. I can transfer stuff to them, but there's no way to ask them to transfer something to me. That's too bad. I wish I had won that siege, because we could just probably do that and be done with it. Well, what can we do then? We can do this, this. Still can't get that. Still, actually, we don't have enough war score to get that. Probably want to, like... It would be more than 100% war score anyway, so... There is that. Well, I think we'll stay in the fight for a little bit longer, see what else we can get out of this. If we liberate those forts, we can get a good amount of war score back from this. We still have a lot of ticking war score we can get, and we can just kind of relax and kill a bunch of guys if this army reinforces, which our manpower is not going to recover that quick, so it's kind of a big if. And I should probably just make sure that my allies are set to just do whatever. What rebels? Golden Horde Separatist again? You guys, didn't you just, like, fire? How can you be firing again? This is a bad time, Golden Horde. It's a very bad time. I'm super irritated with the Golden Horde right now. And I kind of want another general. We have our heir. We lose 2 stability if this guy dies in battle, but I kind of need a general if these guys are going to fight anybody. I think they're going to go try to help unsiege that fort. If they do that, I'm going to spread out and start sieging some other stuff. Or they might be fighting that army. Hard to tell. Yeah, they're going to fight them. That's probably good. I assume they'll win. Yep, they won pretty damn easy. So we can only siege a level 1 fort with the guys that we have up there. Which means we have to send at least 2 more units up to help, I think. Might as well just send the whole army and then release these guys to go siege other stuff. Oh, fort's gonna fall soon. No, it's not. It's at negative. I thought it was at positive 40. I am mistaken. Stupid Terror Incognita is going to screw us over with actually chasing them down. And there's the Golden Horde. Right on schedule. It's going to be a little harder to deal with them this time around. I think we're just going to steer clear of them for a while and wait until we get the peace and then sort it out. Although they're going to take provinces that I want, probably. Oh wait, are they sieging? They are sieging now. And you're going to go help. That's probably fine. You siege this. You guys go hither. And will the siege continue without me? Looks like it. Cool. Actually, you would be better served wherever you are. You? Yeah, you go help them. Let's get that done. It's like 6 war score that's tied up in that. And I'm just letting these guys hopefully recover. 10 years of... these Golden Horde guys are just pissing me off, man. I should make this a state when we can and get the what's it called? The autonomy down, because I think that's a big part of the problem we're having there. Autonomy is just too darn high. I'm gonna leave those guys there because they can assist whichever way the army comes. This one could swing up this way, this one could swing down. Alright, they're on that. Negative 14% over here. Let's talk again. Alright, they're willing to accept this deal now. I would rather push it a little farther. Something like that would not be too shabby. But I do also want to get them to release their... Actually, let's clear this entirely. Let's just look at what we can do. We want to cancel the subject. That's 22 right there. We need to ally these guys immediately to make sure that Lithuania does not come down here and just mess up everything for us. You guys get that because I promised it. Ooh, and now we're closer. Why can I not make that one a core? That one gets occupied. Okay, so we could give them that territory. That's a lot of war score to go. I don't really care. I mean, that's not too shabby if we did something like that. And we could probably try to take something. That's a 95% war score, though. We're never going to get to 95% at this rate. Well, we'll keep on fighting. See what we can get. If things take a turn for the worse in terms of like a big battle coming up, I don't think they can win any of the battles. It's just I'm a little worried about dealing with the Golden Horde. I would really like to just get them dealt with. And I believe we have no relationship with you at all right now. Is that true? I mean, aside from the tree. Yeah. So let's start fabricating. I might already have claims to... No, I don't. So we'll start fabricating on you. I don't know why those guys sent that insult. That was not a very good idea on their part. We almost have a bunch of more troops freed up from a bunch of sieges that are going to be done. Okay, they're down there trying to free that, and that probably means the rest of their army, the rest of the allied army is down there too. So we're going to move a bunch of guys down here and be ready to deal with this. We will wait here. I want to go through occupied territory. $20 prestige, yay. Let's go up to speed 3 for a minute. We're not going to miss anything right now. Except for the stupid golden horde screwing things up. Kind of funny how even after your nation ceases to exist, you still can be a pain in the butt. But they definitely are managing it. Alright, let's just send everybody in. Yeah, I thought they'd be getting reinforcements. Who else came in there? The little tiny one province guy. The Reformation happened, that's fine. Doesn't really matter to me that much. I'm sure we'll end up getting some reformed provinces eventually, but it's not a problem right now. Go liberate that province, and okay, everything's looking pretty good. That siege is taking forever. Just trying to keep an eye on our revolt risk. We don't have that much to worry about, aside from the active revolt that's going on. Kind of looks like you got this, so head on up here. Alright, what do you want? A separate peace, eh? I'd be all for a separate peace. They're offering us the following terms. We negotiate on the entire. They will cede that to my friend. They'll pay war reparations, so... I kind of wouldn't mind them having that, even though I am going to have to declare war on them eventually. But I think we'll accept that, and that gets them out of the war, and then it's just me and Uzbek. Although, who are we fighting right now? Are we fighting their army? No, we're fighting Crimea and them, so it's not even them. But yeah, we'll take that. Get them out of the fight. Does that liberate my forts immediately too? It did, because they were the ones who were in charge. That's not bad. Let's not get drawn into Uzbek before we're ready here. Let's reconfigure the army here. I hate how there's like a weird box around that. Maybe even white. I wonder if they're willing to white peace or anything. Because they did lose a lot of battles. Now they're still at positive, negative 20 for actually accepting that. That's fine though. It's totally cool. Just relieved we're out of one of these fights. Boom. And we'll just fall back to friendly territory, because there's probably one army is enough to handle Uzbek, I would imagine, because yeah, they're kind of in rough shape. So I imagine the army that's up north will be able to handle that. We can probably get our health back enough to come in here and destroy the Golden Horde. And this will be looking a lot better. Yeah, there's Uzbek's army still retreating, apparently. Where are they retreating to? All the way to, like, Cyber or something? Well, let's start sieging this down while we're waiting for the other army to get here. So are they happy with me because I got them provinces? Yeah. I wonder how bad these Golden Horde guys are. I mean, we have equal numbers, basically, but they probably have my tech level, because that's usually how rebels work, I think. Which is kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? Let's go ahead and recombine. And I don't care about sieging the province as much as I do about killing an army here. Because when we get Uzbek out of here, then it's all good from there. Alright, Golden Horde under control. You go siege our provinces back. Things are looking good, and we're not really making money enough that that's a good idea to pay back, so whatever. And are you willing to talk yet about getting out of this? They're very, very, very close. Crimea is heading back down here, but I think we'll just wait for them to get down in here and fight them whenever they get here. You're probably going to go siege those guys, which is fine. And good. Are you not even going? They're not even going. Unbelievable. Is there anything to raid here? There is. We should probably do that. Even though I'm going to be taking this territory, hopefully. I really do wish there was a way that I could take that. Maybe I should. If we have the war score, I'll just give it to them. I don't even care. I mean, I'll fail my mission. No, will I? Yeah, I will. That was part of the mission. Annoying. Alright, so rebel stuff under control. Those guys lost. We're up to 69%. If we can get these guys out, we'll be at 100%. I probably shouldn't even bother fighting the Crimean army. I would rather they just head over that way. Because then I can just deal with Uzbek. They are good to go. Yeah, get out of this war. I don't even care. And you can start coming down here then. Okay, so we're at 100%. What do we want? I have no guy. I have to wait 23 days. I know we want to release that vassal. We want to, like I said, ally with him as quick as possible. We don't have any penalty right now, do we? I don't think so. I think because we annexed that guy, we don't have any penalty right now on relationships, so that's good. We have a, I mean, we'll go over. We don't really have a slot available, but we'll only be over by 1, which is fine. And tech-wise, we're getting close to being able to tech up a couple things, but we really need to wait for that to catch up. We are making money, but I think it's only because of war spoils right now, so you know what? We'll repay the loan. And we have our diplomat back, so hopefully we'll get some money from these guys, and that will help too. So, take that stuff. Does anybody have cores on this stuff that would be useful? Crimea does. Lithuania does. That's not great. They'll probably just attack and take it. There's not really anything useful I can do with that. That is so unfortunate that there's no way to transfer that to me. Because we could just end this. They would get their territory. We would get ours. Everybody would be happy. I don't think Crimea would even exist anymore. So this has them releasing that stuff. Oh, ending the overlord. So we're at 70% still. Take that. Take that. And Lithuania is going to just come down here and kill the crap out of this. And there'll be extra stuff I have to take from Lithuania. God, you guys are jerks. I really wish that hadn't happened. Life would be so much better if that had not happened. Because they can't even release anybody useful, can they? Who is this? This is those Zafarai guys. Yeah, they'll just end up with another one province guy. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do about that because this was blocked. I would have ideally just taken this, left something over here that I could just come back and conquer later, but this just leaves the door open for Lithuania, and there's no way Lithuania or Genoa isn't going to take that. One of the two definitely will, and that's irritating as heck, but it's the best we can do. And we're not going to complete that mission either. But fine. Let's go ahead. And we'll be able to offer an alliance right away. So we will do that. Secure them to make sure nobody takes them out at least. And financial situation is not too terrible. So let's go ahead and reduce our maintenance. And we'll sort out the armies and all that stuff. Corruption's growing because we need to core a bunch of crap. But we have the points, I believe, to do this all. Cool beans. Awesome. And some people are probably going to be grumpy about not having enough territory in a bit. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. Sort out the armies in the next episode. So, yeah, these guys are just not going to be vassalizable now. That is very sad that happened, but we'll leave them as an ally down here until we're actually ready to start pushing down into this area, because they're pretty powerful at this point, and they'll be helpful for dealing with Lithuania probably. So I'm just gonna let it be. Maybe I'll guarantee the independence of these guys, but then I just end up with a, like, when I want to attack them, I'll end up with, like, I think it's a 5-year truce. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm glad we got this done, and I will see you in the next episode.